7:10 p.m. May 6, 2025, Mabarsi Part 1. Welcome sa itong evening edition my vlog. Na Zoom meeting sa Toastmasters. Mo-join na lang dahil ko. Biglaan man ni. Wala man sila nagkuan sa kuha pod. So naka-laptop na ko dere guys. Mo-join na lang ko, bahala na. Wait lang ha. Ang about di ay sa kuan FX sound banda ito. Para mas makusog pang tingog. Tingon na ako nag-appeal ba. Okay, mag-join ako. Dugay na po nagpakita dere. Okay, go na ko guys.
Keep physically active, commit to a healthy diet, and drink more water. So with that, let's start with our table topics for tonight. The Toastmaster Lotis emailed a set of questions, and this will be presented by none other than Toastmaster Videos. Good evening once again. This is Toastmasters Lottie slides for the table topic. The table or thing is think of health. When you say think of health, it symbolizes the vibrant well-being and the zest for life. Health includes physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. This evening, I will call all of us. And hi, Toastmaster Marvin. Welcome to our table topics this evening. So everybody knows how to answer table topics. So 1 to 2, you responded in 1 to 2 minutes, and then green light for 1 minute, yellow light for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red light for 2 minutes. Without further ado, I will ask the first question. What does being in the think of health mean to you personally?
O sige, call!
What does being in the think of health mean to you personally? Toastmaster Marvin.
Hello, good evening, and the question is, what does being in the pink of health mean to me personally? And my answer is, pink is health. Pink is healthy. I think the color pink is the color for the women. And when I say health, I can I can say it is all about the or pink health is, for example, a female doctor or a nurse something. That's it. La,
I think the connection is not good for Toastmaster Marvin. Now let's go to the next question. Share a habit that helps you feel healthier or more balanced. Share a habit that makes you feel healthier or more balanced. Toastmaster Mary Joy.
For the last 6 months, I'm trying to really do regular exercises. I enrolled in a fitness program which I religiously follow. And with that, I have gained more strength. I have I don't have difficulty panting or trying to catch my breath. And also with that is goes with doing a healthy diet. And I have to be more careful with my food choices. I don't really do calorie counting, but I'm careful with my food choices. Like I try to eat more fiber, limit my carbohydrate, and limit also my amount of fat. And lastly, to for me to have better recovery, I try to sleep 6 to 7 hours a night. It is something I could no longer do. I wake up at 5 and I could not sleep again. These are small steps which, when done regularly, done daily, will give you benefits. I believe that there is no shortcut to health. That's why I chose just to do with diet and exercise. The people tell me, am I on Ozempic? And I proudly say no. I just do healthy lifestyle. So back to you, tabletop mix master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mary Joy. Indeed, doing a healthy lifestyle will make you fit or fit and then
hinay di
you
kayong
don't
signal
have to
din na
think
ako sa laptop.
for it. So, for my next question, imagine you're a doctor with only one piece of advice. What is it? Imagine you're a doctor with only one piece of advice. What would that advice be? Toastmaster Ruel.
Stay alive. So if I say stay alive, meaning they have to do everything to take care of their health. So there are doctors that provides different advices, but if the patient is not really working for if the patient is not following the doctor's advice, nothing can be there's nothing that the doctor can do. So it's up really to the patient. So if I were a doctor, then I would refrain from telling him what to do except to just stay alive. So it's up to him to follow my prescriptions, my advice. But if really the patient is interested to stay alive, he will do everything the doctor is advising to him. That's my advice, Toastmaster Venus.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruel. You have to stay alive. Breathe so that you will see the next day. And for my next question, how do you take care of your mental and emotional health? How do you take care of your mental and emotional health? Toastmaster Jen.
How can I be how can I balance my life? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Sometimes we are really busy in our work, and it's not just our life is just contained in work, because we need to balance life, because we should have time for our family, time with our friends, time with the church, and time also for yourself. And that's how I take care of my mental and emotional health. That I should not put all my time to work and be stressed to work. Rather, if my work is Monday to Friday, I would really take time on Saturday and Sunday to sharpen the saw. Just like what Stephen Covey said in his Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, the seventh habits is to sharpen your saw. Means that you need to take time to rest in order for you to recharge and be ready to work back in Monday. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, having a balanced life to take care of your mental and emotional health is a choice. So start a habit and start balancing your life today. Back to our table topics master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jen. Yes, indeed, we have to balance our life in order for us to be more content. And for my next question, for Toastmaster Deluxe, share a time when a small act of self-care made a big difference.
As a person who is in her 30s, I really thought hard about my health now that I'm not getting any younger anymore. I'm not usually physically active, but then I forced myself to start walking, jogging, and especially because I love nature. So I want to hike mountains and peaks. So I started exercising, and that's very important habit that I have developed that I could say is beneficial to me. It's a gift to myself because I can do more now that I am more physically active than before. In fact, just last month I was able to hike Mount Apo, and I was so scared because I feel like I might not be able to be at the summit because there is a time limit to be at the summit and then go back down. But I did it, and it was very successful. It was a very successful climb, and that's just a proof that starting small and developing or deciding for yourself to be healthy is like a stepping stone or a small step for something greater, and it's actually a gift that we can give to ourselves. So let's all take care of our health to be the pinkest that it can get, and so that we will have that tonic energy. So back to our table topics master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deluxe. Exercising even slowly one day at a time will give us that energy to climb the mountain that we wanted to. Until now, climbing Mount Apo is still a dream. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but maybe in another lifetime. So that's for our table topics this evening. We're glad that we hear a story from all of our participants and back to our Toastmaster of the week, Toastmaster Mary.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venus. We learned a lot from all of you, and they say that health does not always come from medicine. Most of the time, it comes from peace of mind, peace in the heart, peace of soul. It comes from laughter and love. In short, health is also mental health. And we would now call on our formal speech, formal speaker for the night. She's one of those highly active members of the Toastmasters and the other club. And she's somebody who you see who is very serious with her job. As much as she works hard, she also plays very hard. You see her in her travels, really trying to enjoy life to the fullest. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our formal speaker, Toastmaster Eunice Serrano, with her speech title. Can you say it for us, Toastmaster Eunice? Terrific too. Great. So, Terrific too by Toastmaster Eunice Serrano. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I have here with me a tonic drink because this is actually a toast. And you will know why. Because 2 years ago, I made a big decision for myself. They say that when a child turns 2, they enter this phase called the terrible 2 because they have tantrums, they are full of energy, they're very noisy. But when I did this thing 2 years ago, and can you guess what it is? It is joining Davao Pag-asa Toastmasters Club. So now this month, actually, I turned 2 years old in Davao Pag-asa. And the experience has been very terrific. Not terrible, but terrific. Because as Toastmasters began meeting face to face again, I was thinking about joining a club in Davao, and I joined other meetings of clubs in Davao, but then I haven't made up my choice yet. Come this con of 2023, I met in Manila Toastmaster Venus and then President Toastmaster Ruel, and they were very warm and welcoming that I was invited to join the club, and I decided maybe this is the right club because they're like family. They have that tonic energy, that warm welcome, and it's maybe something that I can call family or that's close to home because my other club is based in Manila. So I was right because in those 2 years that I've been with the club, I feel like I became a great speaker than before. I grew a lot in terms of my public speaking skills and I learned a lot. And especially, I felt that this is a safe environment for me to grow as a leader and as a speaker. So, I mean, I love my other club, of course, but then here I feel more relaxed and more comfortable because in my other club, I am sort of a leader. Like, we are the charter members, we have to be a little tougher, but here I can be more of myself. I can be comfortable, like just in a family. So I am very thankful for everyone. And there may be days when I feel like I don't contribute much to the club because sometimes I can't go to our face-to-face meetings, or sometimes I get to be very busy with work. But there is that constant hope, as in Davao Pag-asa, that we don't miss meetings, we still continue despite the low number of attendees. And it's just that warm feeling of being in a family. It's like how we give honest but kind evaluation, support, that kind of push that we do here. That I'm very grateful that the terrible two should that what should have been a terrible two became a terrific 2 years for me here in Davao Pag-asa. So to everyone, to all of our members here, let me just say that, as Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And that is what we have been doing here in our club. So thank you for all the support, for turning all my fears into fun, and for the supporting my growth as a Toastmaster and as a leader. So for that, let's keep and continue celebrating our club and our milestones in this club. Cheers! Back to our Toastmaster. Cheers! Indeed, it's a very happy 2 year anniversary for you, Toastmaster Eunice. And we'd love to see you becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. For us, we often hear some health idioms. For example, in bad shape, meaning an individual who is unfit or unhealthy, physically or mentally, is considered to be in bad shape. Pain in the neck, a person is annoying, fresh as a daisy, feeling fresh or energetic, feel blue, feeling sad, depressed, and unwell, and a bitter pill to swallow, an unpleasant fact a person needs to accept. We are now done with our first part of the meeting. We are now moving to our more equally important part, which is the evaluation portion. And for tonight, we are very honored and very lucky to have with us our immediate past president, whom we miss terribly, both physically and online. Happy to have you back, Toastmaster Roel, as our general evaluator. So over to you, Toastmaster Roel.
Thank you, Toastmaster President of the Papagasa Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Evening and President of this club, Toastmaster Mary Joy, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My task as the general evaluator is to evaluate everything that took place throughout this meeting. I took notes of everything that happened and did not happen. I have observed each participant on the meeting program and check if they are exhibiting good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasms, observation, and performance of duty. But before I give my report, let me share some thoughts about the theme of the evening, in the pink of health. I was asking, why is it that good health is associated with color pink? Then I realized that pink is just an opposite of ash color, uh, which represent a pale color of a sickly person. So if it's a pink, then it's a sort of color red, which represents blood and life and a healthy individual. So I understand why it is called in the pink of life, to refer good health. So as I look at make some research, I come into the four dimensions of wellness. In the pink of health does not just refer to physical health, but it consists of the four dimensions: physical, emotional, mental, and social wellness. They are a form of health. We are healthy if we have all good form of those physical, of those dimensions of wellness. To neglect any of dimensions will hurt person's ability to live life fully. A decline of physical wellness will restrict active lifestyle. A drop of emotional wellness puts a toll of the body, impairing the immune system and rising blood pressure. A fall in mental wellness will interfere daily functions, and the decrease in social wellness leads to isolation and feeling of loneliness. And so to ensure that we are always in the pink of health, let's evaluate our habits to see if they enhance the four dimensions of our wellness. Just like in Toastmasters, we always evaluate our meeting to see to it that it is done properly and it becomes a venue where our communication skill could be figuratively in the pink of health. For my initial evaluation of the proceeding, I noticed that the meeting link was open at 7 p.m., which is the, the time which is scheduled for the start of the meeting. So, although I can understand because everybody is busy, Toastmaster Mary Joy is busy, but it would be good if we could start, we could open the meeting link at least 30 minutes before the meeting so that uh, if there's a guest, we can entertain them first and have some conversation with them, welcome them. Then the meeting actually starts at 7:05, which is not bad because it's only 5 minutes late. But again, uh, if possible, we have to stay to the designating time of start of the meeting, which is 7 o'clock. The theme of the meeting is very appropriate for all of us and very relatable both for young people and the older ones, especially to us. We have to take as a Toastmaster Eunice said, we have to take care of our body because we are not getting younger. So there's no other option but to take care of our health. Then the program is actually preliminary is complete, although we lack uh, role takers, but Toastmaster Venus is very quick in volunteering herself, which is a very uh, good uh, good practice of for Vice President Education. She should always be the savior to ensure that the show goes on regardless of good attendance or poor attendance. The show must go on and the meeting must proceed. as if nothing is, as if there was no issue. Then the prayer, the oath, and the Toastmasters promise was done by Toastmaster Pinos, and there was no need for a welcome because we are all uh, there was no guest. And Toastmaster Pinos again, as a vice president, did announce the program changes, but it seems that there was no problem because all those gold takers that were not around, she took the role, and that's a very recent. She really saved us from taking double roles. Toastmaster because you are model vice president education, and then since the introduction of the Toastmaster is supposedly done by the president, but then the president was the one who is the Toastmaster of the evening. But Toastmaster Venus was so quick to take her place and introduce Toastmaster Mary Joy. That's really the our vice president really has a presence of mind. Then the opening salvo was very very good, very relatable, very simple but very meaningful, and then it does really serve its purpose to set the tone of the meeting. Uh, and then I noticed also that the Toastmaster of the evening uh, only introduced thoroughly the speaker, formal speaker, and the others she just called them by name, which is very understandable because all the almost all the role takers here are uh, what we call that all Toastmasters, not new Toast. There was no new Toastmaster role taker, so it's okay to do that Toastmaster, the Toastmaster of the evening, and then the Toastmaster of the evening also properly turn over the floor to the general after she does her task. I hope that we get insights from my evaluation of the proceedings of the program, which we can apply inside our next meeting. Hopefully, making the meeting more competitive and relevant. But let's do everything in moderation because everything that's too much is not good. Sometimes our to stay competitive and relevant is not good for our health. Let's practice balanced life. Let's balance our need to stay competitive and relevant with our need for health. Here in Toastmaster, we balance learning with our capacity to learn. The word master of the evening introduces one word and encourage member to use that word repeatedly rather than giving 10 words in one sitting and forget them the following day. Let's begin my evaluation on Toastmaster Venus' performance of her task as introducer of the word of the evening. Toastmaster Venus thus introduced the word like many speech because she did have an introduction with the body and the ending of her presentation. So by the ending, she enjoined everyone to use the word in any opportunity of uh, conversation or speaking engagement. And then the word is related to the theme of the evening uh, because it related to healthy drinking. Although there are other meanings of the words that I just learned from her, and the only definition that I was familiar is that one related to drinking soda. The rest, I really don't really use that in my conversation. So again, let's follow Toastmasters Venus advice to use the word, especially those that meaning other than drinking soda, and use it repeatedly so that we can uh, become familiarized with it. And the word is not really too difficult, and it's not too easy, and we can use this in our casual conversation. So, Toastmaster Venus, you really did a good job in introducing the word of the evening and in giving the meaning, especially those other meaning of the words other than tonic, drink, healthy drinking, healthy drinks. Rich active vocabulary is one way to make our communication stay in the pink. So in but what they always what are ways of staying healthy in its literal sense? Staying healthy is part of preventive part. Staying healthy is part preventive, part detective, part corrective, and part supportive. When you are at the peak of health, you take care of it. That's preventive. When you feel something is off, you seek diagnosis. That's detective. When you need treatment, you follow regimen till recovery. That's corrective. And when you are in need, you gather support, be it emotional or social. This time, Toastmaster Venus will evaluate the herself and the table topic reactors. Let's listen as she gives guidance to our reactors on how to prevent the take correct some mistakes and they have committed. Toastmaster Venus will also evaluate herself, or I will just evaluate Toastmaster Venus because maybe she will become biased if she evaluates herself as the Toastmaster of Table Topic Master. Toastmaster Venus.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruel, General Evaluator Toastmaster Ruel. You will be the one to evaluate for me as the table topic master, presenting the slides of Toastmaster Lottie and then as the table topic evaluator. Good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters. I like the way the tone of the questions that was given by Toastmaster Lottie and the answers that I was able to get from our reactors, table topics reactors for this evening. For, for everyone, please share a little bit of yourself through answering the questions. And what I like is you were able to give examples. It, and my suggestion is you could have expanded that explanation, that examples that you have given. For Toastmaster Marvin, Toastmaster Marvin just come in during the table topics. And I think he was not prepared for my calling him because he was uh, he was trying to connect the pink and the color, the pink color for the person instead of the house. But Toastmaster Marvin, you were able to answer. There is no wrong answer here in the table topics session. You could just have expounded it. It's the pink that just comes into your mind, then describe the pink. And just don't cut off immediately because we are given 2 minutes and it's 2 minutes to answer the question. So make use of the time to practice, to hone your speaking skills. So Toastmaster Marvin, I will definitely wait and see how you improve on the table topics question or answering for the next session. Let's give a warm round of applause for Toastmaster Marvin for being brave, for answering first on a table topics question. And then for Toastmaster Mary Joy, habit that helps you, share a habit that helps you, and you were able you were able to answer not directly, but in a way that says you were not taking medicine. You were not on the height of disease to take that medicine Ozempic. But you were able to, through a regular fitness program and the struggles, the uh, the food that you eat, the regimen that you have. And you said you have done it for 6 months and you gave us the some examples on how to be healthy. My suggestion, one of the suggestions is you could have asked us what is your healthy habits that have helped you. So there, just one thing, the call to action. The rest is already there. You were able to explain the habits that change your life and make you healthier. For Toastmaster Ruel, Toastmaster Ruel will always concise, stay alive. And I like that. Stay alive and continue breathing. So that that the flow of your speech is there already. Love yourself enough. You said do everything. If you do everything to stay alive, then that would be your advice if you were a doctor. So, and what I wanted to hear from you is give an example of a doctor, maybe a dialogue with a doctor on your health, on the advice, one advice of your doctor about your health, and how you were able to address that advice of the doctor. So the merit is only just wanted a bit of information from that. And the fourth question is for Toastmaster Jen. Toastmaster Jen, you really have this idea, this pattern of just you just grab on something like a saying, and it shows that you're a wide reader. It shows that you remember what you read, and you were able to just pick a quote from someone, from an author, and then attach it on, just line it with a question. And how can I balance the lifetime? You have to have time for your family. You give example, and you said to rest. And my the only thing that I have wanted for you, a suggestion for you is, from go around, make it a whole thing, and then end up again. You started with a quote, ended with a quote, and bang, that's it. That would have been perfect. And for Toastmaster Humans, hi Toastmaster Humans, I want to be healthy like you and climb the mountain. So you you exemplified the young us. So the young should have been the young us. And you were able to share your stories, and we already, so we know it's true because we have a glimpse of that on your FB, and then you showed it to us. So you just true to yourself. And my take, my suggestion is an example on the feeling, on the how you were able, the happiness, is there a happiness when you reach that goal, when you reach that peak? So that's just me wanting to be able to feel what that feels like. So for all our reactors, thank you for sharing your stories, and I hope that we learn from the meeting, from answering all of this, and we are able to get a glimpse on ourselves, on who our fellow members are, and what they are up to, what are their regimen, what are their struggles, um, what are their happiness, and what are they doing now in their life. So I hope everyone is happy that we have a meeting today. For me, being here in Toastmaster and talking like this is a tonic. And hearing Sir Ruel say some of his just perfect, and then a bit of the humorous side of him is enough for this meeting for me to be happy and maybe be in the pink of health even if we're busy. Back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Way.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinos. You did very well in your task as evaluator. And I cannot have anything to add. Uh, and now it's time to evaluate you, Toastmaster Dinos, as the Toastmaster demographic evaluator. As usual, Toastmaster Prince, I like you the way you put your part as Toastmaster demographic master. You are very animated and you're always alive in your presentations, whatever it is, speech in the rules. You're always unlimited. You have all the elements like facial expression, your gestures are there, and you are really a good speaker, Toastmaster. And second, you focus on the you analyze the answer, analyzing the answer to Master Venus, and everything was good. You point out the some advice that the table topic master and table topic reactors should do, and also I like you being very encouraging to Master Venus, and you pointed out that in table topic there's no really wrong answer, and then you followed it with an advice to improve the performance of the reactor. I have also something to point out to Master Venus to improve your performance. I noticed that you only cover one element of the table topic evaluation. Which I suggest next time you evaluate table topic, you also includes other elements such as the 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 way you present your presentation. You should also point out the if the actors has hand gestures, or if the actor has facial expression. That would be very better to Master Venus, and we should, in that way the actors will learn, especially that you do something that you do. You exemplify the way the Toastmaster should present herself in an animated manner with facial expression and hand gestures. So other than that, Toastmaster Venus, your evaluation was very good, and I hope that you will do more table topic evaluation with the improvement that I pointed out. Back to you. Okay. So I am the evaluation. So I should just proceed with the next part of the evaluation session. So I now the next evaluation will be on the evaluation of the formal speaker. But before that, let me proceed first with by giving you the tips on how to stay healthy. Staying healthy is about forming exercise habits, like Master Eunice was telling us in her speech. Office exercises that you can do while sitting by your boot are gaining in popularity. Add knee lifts, body stretches, and short tips every hour to keep your body active, then pump up action over the weekend. So it's not usually we can do exercise even in the office, and we just do outdoor exercise probably by weekends when we don't have work. Then another way to stay alive is it's about a lot about nutrition and diet. Again, as mentioned by Toastmaster Joy, uh, skip store bought varieties or pre-squeezed choice. So, so let's prepare fruit choice than those brought by at the store and offer protein-rich meals instead of packaged goods, especially canned goods. We should be avoided, and let's prepare home cooked food to ensure that the nutrients are there and those are absence of radicals. Add spices and vegetable to everything you eat when possible. So now the, the formal speech will be evaluated by everybody and, and the speech of Toastmaster Yones will be evaluated by volunteers. Toastmaster Jenny, can you start the evaluation? Toastmaster Yones.
Timer? Ay,
Uh,
sorry.
our our evaluation for the formal speech will be a round robin one. So, what can you say about the?
Apologies because, I was
Yes,
not
yeah.
able to listen. Sorry. Because,
Okay. So I understand because you are the timer and maybe Toastmaster Mary Joy.
yeah, I went to the bathroom, a quick bathroom break. That's why when I
She's,
returned, the speech was already. Sorry.
so as the role of Toastmaster Jenny, you don't have to say sorry because
Yeah, no, sorry.
yes, it's not really your fault. It's the fault of your body that needs to. Uh, so, Toastmaster Joy, can you give the evaluation of brief evaluation of Toastmaster Yones' speech?
Thank you, Toastmaster Roel. Good evening, Toastmaster Eunice. First, congratulations on your speech. Thank you for finding time to continuously prepare your speech. Your speeches, I mean. So for the topic that was chosen, uh, that's something to do with with two or on your second year anniversary. We can relate well with you because we have seen your journey here in Davao Pagasa, and we are also happy that you are with us, one of our active members. The speech was written in chronological order. It was something that easy to follow. Okay, we can understand well. So with that, congratulations, Toastmaster Eunice. It's terrific too. Indeed, terrific 2 years here. I just have something for you to could be a suggestion for the improvement of your speech. First is, since this is a formal speech though done online, we can do standing up so we can see you in full screen and with your body language. Your Also, you can add more humor to the speech and edit with a bang. But nonetheless, you did very well tonight, Toastmaster Eunice. Congratulations and good luck on your next speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Roy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mary Joy. And my evaluation to Eunice, I will focus on the way she delivered her speech. I really agree to you, Toastmaster Eunice, that from compared to the first time you deliver your speaking engagement in this Toastmaster, I noticed that you are really now very confident And in fact, I noticed that you you become a very good storyteller, and you deliver your speech. You are very calm. Really, there's no trace of uh, what you call that hesitation in your speech, and your speech really, you are really very good storyteller. That and you are very convincing in your delivery of your speech. For the, I agree to Toastmaster Mary Joy on her advice to improve more on your speech. You have to stand. So to make you more comfort, more confidence, and more relaxed. So that's for you, Toastmaster Mary Joy. In any other of what Toastmaster Venus, do you want to add more of your rules, multiple rules?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster General Evaluator, Toastmaster. The purpose of your speech is to deliver, for the purpose of the is to practice delivering social speeches in front of your club members. And then you opted for, I think it is a toast. Is it a toast, giving a toast, Toastmaster Eunice? Yes. I I would have suggested that you started with a toast of the the tone of your voice would have to be a happy one, the terrific tone. And then I'm looking for that animation in your voice. There is that happiness, but the joy, there is a difference between the joy and the happiness. There is something that I have wanted for you to convey more. You have that, but I wanted more. And then another one is, I know it's like talking to the fellow members, talking to us, and it is heartfelt. If for us as a member, we know it. For those who are new and who don't know you yet, so it needs to be more convincing. The elements to convince that you are the improvement we have seen, but the other side, those who might have not known you will need to be able to see and feel more. How how was it? So my my suggestion is a connection between the words and the feelings. Because you have that tendency sometimes that because we are already like close to each other, we are familiar, the word is familiar with each other, the, the conveying of the message is like becomes monotonous. So it is a formal speech if you're going to be on the podium and then you're going to give a toast and everything. So the voice, the animation, the your whole persona would have to be able to project to the audience that you are going to give the speech on. So that's my suggestion, and I hope that it helps. But the speech is good. The speech is really from the heart, and we know that his heart is it's authentic. The authenticity would just have to be further further it's a wood to be varnished properly, and that's it. So thank you for that speech, Toastmaster Ines. We're also very happy and proud that you chose Davao Pag-asa Toastmasters Club to be your
Ano
second
si mama ni uli si mama.
club, and you still continue to be a member of this club, although our fees is already high. Thank you, Toastmaster Ines. And you are an addition and a treasure also for this club. Back to Toastmaster Ruel.
Yes, thank you to Master Venus. Really, this people topic evaluation, it's not really, the round robin style is not really needed because you can do it alone to Master Venus. It's a complete evaluation of our speaker. So, thank you for that performance of Master Venus. And maybe Toastmaster Marvin, can you share, can you say something, 2 or 3 sentences about the speech of Toastmaster Eunice? Uh, 1 or 2 sentences.
Good evening.
Anything can you say?
Good evening, Toastmasters, and thank you. For me, um, my evaluation for tonight about her is her journey on this Davao Pag-asa. I felt like observing seed patiently grow into a vibrant bloom. The chronological structure wasn't just an order of events, it painted a vivid picture of her evolution within Toastmasters. While her initial feeling of being terrific offered glimpse into her starting point, it was the very manner of her delivery that spoke volumes about the transformation she has undergone. And for me, I wholeheartedly agree with her sentiment about her first experience. I think she was nervous, and because right now, in the year 2025, her confident presence that she exudes, um, it is a testament to her dedication that she is here in the meeting, and more than just recounting events, Eunice has blossomed into a storyteller who draws us in, making us feel the very essence of her experiences. That's all. Thank you.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Marvin, for new Toastmaster. You are already your your delivery in evaluation to Toastmaster Eunice was very very good. Uh, so congratulations and keep up that willingness to do the task asked to you by Toastmasters, so that we can all hone our skill, our communication skill. So that's a very good attitude for a Toastmaster. Never, never, what you call that, say no to some tasks asked for, but to us by fellow Toastmaster. So let's proceed with what's next. Okay, let me just give you my other thought about staying in the pink of health. Staying healthy is fueled by mindful living. As we engage in daily firefighting or worry about the future, we forget to appreciate the environment we are in and notice the beauty of life. Mindful living is about doing just that, maintaining a moment by moment appreciation of everything good you have now. You have to do so, you can incorporate 5 minutes meditation before sleep to help you wind down and think through the day. So instead of thinking about the future, so it might be very helpful for us if we just think our present and be mindful of our body and present condition. So that's a tip on how to stay healthy. Don't worry too much. So to continue with our evaluation, we have uh, technical evaluations by some of our Toastmaster members to evaluate to uh, give grammarian report. May I call again the multiple task task taker Toastmaster Denos.
Get those master. Good evening once again, and I will be reporting for the use of the English language and the filler words. This evening, I like the way Toastmaster, the chance of this evening for our for the grammarian report is Toastmasters and to sharpen the saw. Toastmasters, Toastmaster will rejoice no shortcut to health. And the gift of self from Toastmaster Units. And Toastmaster Marvin's seed growing in into a vibrant bloom. I like that word, that sentence. And I don't know what kind of sentence or structure it is. When Toastmaster Ruel said preventative, effective, corrective, it's the big words. And it's catching. So that embeds into my uh, thinking process. And when he says his advice, stay alive, very practical. For the terms, we just need to be able to use the proper noun or pronoun, the subject verb agreement, and like technical evaluators, as what Toastmaster Roel said, it is technical evaluators when you are referring to the person who's going to be the evaluation. If it's the essence of giving the evaluation itself, it's technical evaluations. And for congratulations for those who use the word for this evening to tonic Toastmaster Mary Joy, Toastmaster Ines, Toastmaster Ruel, and I did some use the word this evening. For the accounting, I took note of Toastmaster Mary Joy giving uh, 3 hours and 1 arm, and Toastmaster Marvin 3 hours and 4 arms. For Toastmaster Ruel, I stopped counting for your hours because it's already more than 20 and the repeated word I know I have a lot of us and arms this evening, but I'm excused because I am the one counting, so I cannot count how many us I have unless Toastmaster Ruel did it for me. So back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Ruel.
Thank you to Master Venus for being honest, always very honest. And I thought that the counter report was organ because we lack road takers, but you take it. So how I wish it was not it was organ to hide my multiple as okay. But let's now call the time manager who has been who went to the CR for a while, but I know he is very very uh, very, very what do you call that committed to keep the to count the time. So here's their time to report her uh, task in taking recording the time of every role taker. Toastmaster Jennifer Hinlo.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Are we at the peak of our health? Are we healthy in our time or not? Guess what? Congratulations. So most of us are on time, especially in our table topic session. So no one was overtime. And the overall, we have 20 minutes, right, for the table topic session. We only have 12 minutes. And we have 5 speakers. And the time is from 1 minute to 19 seconds to 1 minute to 46 seconds. And we only have, and during the evaluation portion, we only have, in the word, it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So you have in the allowable allowance of 30 seconds. Also during the speech, it's 4 minutes is the maximum time, but it's just only 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And we had an overtime in our table topics evaluation because the time is around 7 minutes and we have 9 minutes and 8 seconds. Overall, we did great. Our time is healthy tonight. So congratulations, Toastmasters. Back to our general evaluator.
Yes, Toastmaster Jenny, let's us congratulate ourselves for being on time with our speaking engagement. Um, so I noticed that I really Toastmaster Jenny is a very good listener. I he took note of all the times, and even though she goes to CR in a while, but he was able to manage to get the report. I don't know how she did it, but really the report is very complete with the closing message. So that's congratulations to Toastmaster Jenny, for doing your job well as the time manager. And finally, I staying healthy is never neglecting your loved ones and friends for work. So while you need to build your career and achieve financial stability, joy and satisfaction in life is sustained more by frequent family reunions and outings with friends than by hitting the next key performance indicator. In the end, you when you retire, only your loved ones will stay by your side. Is it true? Um, some of us are already retired and some are about to retire. So let's remember really that at the end of the day, it will be our loved ones who will stay with us by our side. So that's one way of staying healthy. So this ends the my task as general evaluator. And to close this, I will share to you uh, quotation which which goes: the natural response to evaluation is to feel judged. We have to mature to a place where we respond to it with gratitude and love feedback. So, in other words, we have to be receptive of the feedback of others rather than dismissing it as we are being judged. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Mary Joy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruel. Can we please turn on our cameras for our photo shoot? And Toastmaster Ruel, kindly unshare. May I request Toastmaster Eunice to take our photo?
Okay. Ready? One, two, three, smile. Another one. Ready? Maybe wacky. A wacky pose. Ready? One, two, three. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eunice. So before we end the program, may I ask Toastmaster Venus for the next schedule?
Next week, next week, are we okay for next week, or you will rest for 1 week? Because I think
It's
it will have to
election
be
time.
online again. It's going to be next week. It's May 13th. May 13th. Are we good for May 13th? Because I don't think it's going to be, we cannot go to Panam. Because so, kaya pumunta sila ng video, diba? So, online, okay yung 13 or 20. Hindi ka kami free. Kay, usually, si Kuan man to, si Jeff, lang man si Kuan. Wala na ka na members kay ma'am. Wala ko nag-check pa.
Those who have active are 10. 10, pero unfortunately the people from Infosoft have not really officially registered yet.
Laki ng food kung dito sa magbukan, dito na, sa ano ba? Diba? Facilities, magpag, so we'll just link it on the May 13th online hapon, and then I'll try to find role takers. Toastmaster units suggested for the general evaluator that would be from another club or Toastmaster unit, the staff are find the chief. Suggest someone would be able to give another point of view, another evaluation for how the club would have to improve itself. So, kung ano lang yung online na lang next week.
Online no next week.
Online. Pwede po. Pero siguro si Toastmaster Wings and Toastmaster Toastmaster Marvin, isa yung gusto na role.
Hambot
So,
lang.
para, paano?
Icebreaker speech na ba?
Murag,
Basin.
ha? Kung pa man siguro sa mga silang try lang. Message sa mga sa mga speech. You have to ganito na ang time para to improve mga
Icebreaker speech
ang
daw.
nag-message siya po si Susit o daghang pag-clubs po na wala makaabot po sa division. Ang Pan City 7 na sila, ang sa Cagayan po sa Putuan 7 members lang. So,
Wala.
ano siya, hindi man kita ang live, at least abot ang 10, nabili akong 11 kan, at least abot sa 10 kay ang iba na po ang sa division. Next naman pa karon Paraga Educators 5 lang daw sila, Farm City 7, ang Butuan 7 daw po ng CBO 7. So paano kaayo ang pankaroon ng budget. We have to, ito, ang Marvin, mag-invite kung mga guests. Ako, sige na ako invite ko. Mga politicians.
Ay,
Pag
mag-invite.
nakaroon na ako kung ano din ba, face to face, hindi na dito ka na ang trabaho ko. Magpaspas kayo ang panahon. So, ano,
Toastmaster Mary Joy, can I suggest we adjourn the meeting now so that
Okay. So we can, officially adjourn the meeting and we can proceed with our business meeting. Thank you.
Ay, okay.
mm,
Thank you na po, ani.
so, okay ang tanan kuan sa May 13 o May 20 na lang. 20? Yes? 20. Okay.
I'm okay with 20.
Okay, May 20 para natin April.
Ay, may 20.
Sa tinulang yun, I don't know ha, pero pas kayong adlaw, matingalan lang ko wala. Saturday na, mag-Tuesday na, mag-meeting na po. So, kukuil na ko nito na pakala, nag-Batman ani. So, wala yung sobrang daghan kaayo ang time, wala ko kabalo nga nung ani kang pas-pas. So, wala siya. Pwede 20, yung 20. So,
20.
ang taong na-evaluator na wala. Any suggestion? Sila mang ilisa, mag-busy lagi sila. Wala sila nagkuhan. Mag-join si kuan man si Ma'am Gage. Yak naman karon si Ma'am Gage. So, wala siya. Nag-back ng pang-lola. So,
Pili Ma'am Babe sa sa Cebu, sa Discord.
Ano? Roommate ba? Dili. So lang isa.
Lahiyan na siya yung roommate siya. Ay, si Ma'am, alam ko sa name, mag-other club. Ay, kuan ma'am, naman to yung mga major, naka-appeal man din mo sa business meeting ma'am, no? Sabi ba mo,
Kapito.
walang to. Yung mga major update.
Iko ang business meeting. Pero si, diba, ex naman takaroon, Ethan Ed. So, ko ang ex-man. Ang gani. Pati nga lang kung anong ako ang tagaan nung kuan ni Susit. Anong tagaan mo kung kuan ni Susit yung pilan ng mga members sa mga club sa kuan ba? Dari sa kuan sa Division A. Isa na lang sa Palm City, ha? Isa lang, isa na lang. So, mo ito yung isa lang ka member. Ipaduwal ko. Wala ako kwarta ipaduwal. Uy. Gusto. Basta we have to, paano lang, deliver kasi kung anong next week, deliver na lang next week, paanak na ko. Ang imuhan, isa nung ka-club mo, kompleto mo, kuan mo,
Pero mga dual members, magod kasagaran ma'am. Ano po sila other clubs, anak po, kasagaran. Manabot siya mo yung gipush, no? Gipush, siya naman 8 na minimum.
So, 8 lang, mo lagi, 8, ang kuan, nag-kuan mo si Bon, kita naglisod ka, 11, ang pension bus, 30 na sila kabuka, almost 40 na sila. Pero, wala na sila atin yung toilet na meeting. Ganun na, mas mababayad. Pampun. Wala na.
Sige, so 20?
20. So, next kuan. Next Tuesday. Murag, pas na din tayo on 13. Murag, bunang yun.
We'll try to get in touch with infos of people kay di daw sila tanan ba available?
Si Chingo, si na sila yung mga kuan daw, na daw sila yung mga, na daw sila client. Pero birthday ni Chingo, after daw nila daw kuan sa client, mag-dinner na siya, gawas daw silang buka, kaya naman siya tagong si Chingo o si Jane. Tapos si Duke na ako daw siya client, hindi daw siya sure na makalto, wala siya. Pero si Jeffrey, wala na nagkakuan sa kuha, wala nagkatubang sa kuha si Jeffrey, asking. Amigo, wala siya nagatubang. Pero si...
Tinanan, wala po, no?
Oo, wala na akong maligo ang tinanan si ko na i-message sila na ang ako ang gipuan dito. Nag-busy sana ni paupuan. Pero ang ako lang is wala pa sila. Siguro mauna pa siguro kung wala pa nag-inom. Kung sa kay ito rin naman ng puan. Sila sa
Sige lang, message naman ako si Chris. Sige. Sorry ha. Nagmago ko sa office.
ang pareha sa mga daw.
Huli na to.
Sige, okay.
Bye-bye.
Everyone, magbabay na sabay. Thank you, Marvin, for coming. Thank you, Ness, for always
Thank you.
support ka po. Hi, Jen. Sunod happy po sa muli, Jen.
Bye-bye.
Oh, nahuman na. Sige, patay mo nila ang Zoom. Piting inita sa akong ano. So, 8:46 p.m. na May 6, 2025. Okay? Mukhaon naman ko. Sudan daw karon kay ang kuan. Sudan bangus na pinirito. So, balik ko taon-taon.